Oh, greetings, everybody. It's March 31st. It's the last day of the month, and yeah, I've been working on the zine and just reading comics, just not really thinking about doing videos, but I really wanted to do one. Let me take a shot in a beer first. Hope you got yours ready. I'm listening to Nodus, Satan backwards. Also, then they changed their name to like Not Us. The Deathcore. Let me see. I got it. The Deathcore 1985, 1993, 2 CD, 2012 CD, CD1. Think What You Want LP. So, I got Ear of Corn 61. And I'm always trading and writing letters to food. And just for some whatever reason, this issue just really hit me. I took it apart, took the staples out to make copies of it. I made 5 copies and sent them to various people. And did I send one to you, Thomas? I can't remember. I might have, but I don't think I did. Let me know if I didn't. So yeah, he just usual, a lot of reviews, crass. He reviews some books, the earwigs, and then he interviews the Larry Mondello band. They're like, I didn't know the name, but then they talk about Leave It to Beaver, and Food likes Leave It to Beaver, and I like Leave It to Beaver, and the Larry Mondello band, they liked Leave It to Beaver. So I was just surprised that, and maybe I shouldn't be, but that Food liked it. He reviews the Night of the Bloody Tapes issue 15. And man, if you've gotten it, if you want it, let me know. But dude, everybody loved the Amputina review, so it's just unanimous. Like, I've gotten maybe like 2-3 letters, a couple of emails, and just people in person that have told me that Amputina was like the best. And yeah, I gotta admit it that it was. And that was written by my friend Gary. So Gary, if you see this, dude, I know I always tell you, but just yeah, this Amputina, that should be a movie. Of all the, well, I mean, I think Karate Cannibal should be a movie first and foremost, but popular opinion is Amputina. But he reviews Jaden Mont. So I'm looking through this. I just see reviews. Jaden Mont. I guess it's a band. Could be a person. Turns out it's a person. So I'll read the review. Jaden has released a number of tapes and a lot of stuff in the digital realm. This is his first vinyl release. It's fantastic. 19-song album with the kind of songs that typify his musical output so far. Songs with keyboard and vocals only and a stream of consciousness feel lyrically. It's impossible not to mention Daniel Johnston, I guess, but heck, being compared to Daniel Johnston, that's a huge compliment, I would think. Just plain fun music. The vinyl edition comes with a booklet with a kind of interview with Jaden via an email exchange with Discreet. The full LP is digitally playable on Bandcamp. The vinyl is available through Discreet Music via Discogs. Discreet Music bg.bandcamp.com. And then he has another one, Jaden Mont, I Am the Filthiest Person Alive 3-inch CD. Lovely 7-track mini album featuring an instrumental version of Hershey Doll, a jazz interpretation of Washington Post March, the fantastic anthem I Hate School, the strange story of the Vagabond is Found, and a 3-part experimental thriller Jaden and the Cave. Fantastic keyboard and vocal pieces that will warm your heart. The cover illustration is also a priceless rendering of the late great Divine. Dabilla Records, no contact info for the label, but for Jaden's contact, JadenLeeMontgomery@gmail.com. So yeah, I listened to his music, and it's actually, I guess it's a little kid. Maybe he's like in middle school. It sounds like, because I thought it was a girl at first, but he's just in his room on his keyboard, just like hitting the keys and just saying whatever comes to mind about school or just whatever, and it's just so different. It's different than anything. Well, actually, it kind of reminds me of Wesley Willis. But I mean, this kid, who knows if he's ever even heard of Wesley Willis? And I don't know where I read it. I thought it was in here. Maybe there's another Jaden Mont review, but they said there's a, like during one of his recordings, you can hear Jaden's dad calling him to come down for dinner. And then there's other stuff that I checked out, like Kukui, Silo Kids, Larry Lifeless. I mean, I've never heard of Larry Lifeless before. I've heard of his other bands, Upset on Cross. Maybe I've heard of Kill Slug. I checked him out, man. He was doing the sludge thing in the late '70s, like not even like Melvin's, like Buzz Oven, Cavity, Floor, Boris. Dude, he was just doing, and I think he passed away. But Larry Lifeless is another one that I found. I haven't checked out that Daniel Johnston, and he has a really good song on YouTube. So, and I'll put Food's address and email. And this is a really good issue. I really liked it. So I'll show you. I went to the Mormon Mincers last Tuesday. I uploaded what I recorded of them, and it's actually, the place is called Odeth Cafe. It's kind of in a not the greatest neighborhood. It's actually where I used to live when I was little, and even though I've lived there, I'm kind of wary, But I went anyway. I parked in the neighborhood next to a dilapidated junkyard full of junkyard dogs and like Mexicans on bicycles. But Mormon Mincers is awesome. I'm really glad I went. So I got this. This is only, like, one of them was selling. He had some really cool CDs and records and tapes, but this was the only Mormon Mincers he had. He said he actually forgot, like, to get their records. He had all these other records and he forgot. Let me show you again. He forgot the Mormon Mincers. They're really good. They played maybe for like 15-20 minutes. Played about 15-20 songs in that time, but they sounded great. And then today I got a letter from my good buddy Keith Dempby in Pennsylvania. Where is he? Coraopolis, Pennsylvania. So I'm gonna read you what this is. I love Keith's letters. And he's always sending me stuff. I'm always sending him stuff. But more than anything, I just look forward to his letters. And I've already started a letter back to him. I want to get it. I'll get it out in the mail to him tomorrow. Because I mean, the mail, I don't know why they call it snail mail. Because I mean, as long as you get it in, like if someone sends you a letter and you write back the next day, they're gonna get it in like 2-3 days, no matter where they are in the country. I mean, he texts people and they don't respond till like a week later, or I mean, and barely anyone does. Anyway, let me read the letter. So, 26 March 2025, Anno Tenebrae Aeternum. Hey Artie, how are you? I hope all is well out your way, and I hope 2025 is going great for you. First off, a major megaton thank you for the comics and for the book. Holy shit. I sat down and read all 4 Battle of the Blackstone and Savage Sword of Conan comics the day I got your package. I never read anything that fast, but I gulped these down in no time. Everything was awesome. The new Savage Sword stuff is amazing. The artwork just by itself is killer. Not to mention the stories. I really love these. When I opened the package and saw the I have never minded the loneliness, I thought, now this is an interesting surprise. Then I read a lot of it and thought, this is excellent. I think your instinct that I'm a little bit of a hermit is dead on. Especially reading through this book, just the pictures, I look like some of these guys. Seriously, this book is really poignant for me, really special. The title was especially striking for me. I have never minded the loneliness. That's exactly how I feel. I really don't mind it. In fact, I like it. The only person I talk with regularly is my mom. I try to talk to her every day, not just because I don't want her to be alone, but because I really enjoy talking to her. She's 93 now, and I think I'm ready for the inevitable to happen. I often wonder would I be able to handle the loneliness after she's gone, but I really don't think I'll mind it at all. I've been alone involuntarily and after time voluntarily for a long time now. I live so much in my head that unless I go to visit my mom, I'm perfectly fine just being by myself. This book has turned out to be a very special read for me. Thank you. You have a real knack for hooking me up with things that I really, really like. Thank you for that. Some of the stuff I've never even knew I would like. It's like you know it before me. If I can ever send some money for anything, please be sure to let me know. Comics these days are anything but cheap. I don't want you to be put out or anything. Of course, copying music for you is never a problem. But if I ever can send some cash, please just say the word. Speaking of copying music, I made a couple of CDRs for you. Couple? Dude, he made like a dozen. You asked about Wreckage and Flesh. I only have the cassette version of that, so I went ahead and transferred it to CDR. I haven't listened to this for a long time. It's pretty good. My favorite album of theirs is This Island Earth. I don't know if you have heard that one, so I copied that one too. It has this weird quality. It almost sounds like a Horst Muller production, like old Celtic Frost. Not Celtic, Celtic. The music isn't anything like Celtic Frost, but the production is, I think. It's a good thing I transferred the Wreckage and Flesh tape, though. That cassette had one foot in the grave and one on a banana peel. Oh, F yeah, I love Not Us, aka Not Us, a whole lot. I just got the four-way split 2 LP on Wild Rags with them and Blood Cum, Infamous Symphony, and Outcasts. Finally, I copied you this double CD reissue of most of all of their material, both as Not Us and Not Us, and the Think What You Want LP is in here too. You mentioned being on a Swedish death metal kick. I just got a bunch of these old demo type bootlegs. I have wanted that. Yeah, that's what I went with that for. I wanted to share with you. I don't think I sent these yet. Not a lot of this is Swedish, but it's from the old era. I hope you like these. My buddy Pablo put these together. The thing that makes these special is, I think, he copies them from old tapes, vinyl, and not reissue CDs. I love reissues with demo stuff too, but so much of the time they fiddle around with the sound and remaster the old demo stuff. Most of this stuff is taken from the originals, or at the very least, low number generation copies of the originals. Thanks for the Strange Darling VHS too. I don't watch a lot of videotapes anymore, but I have a VCR that I only use to transfer VHS to DVD-R. Whenever I want to watch a VHS, I transfer it to DVD first. Then slowly I'll have everything on DVD or DVD-R. I'm going to do that with Strange Darling soon too. Thank you for sending that. I'm really looking forward to checking that out. Your recommendations never fail. Thank you for the hunt too, man. I love what you do with writing, taking traditional zine editing and putting it into new and really interesting directions, like fiction stories. The hunt was excellent. I don't do a ton of reading anymore, but your last package got entirely gobbled up fast. Also, the ad on the inside cover for Night of Bleed Tapes, I love it. The Sentinel, that movie kills. I just found a double LP version of the soundtrack. Man, Gil Mel is one of my all-time favorite soundtrack artists. I've been trying to get some kind of copies of his TV soundtracks forever. Oh yeah, Threads was on US cable. It was around 1984, 1985. So it was soon after the initial release. Our cable back then only had 7 or 8 additional channels. It wasn't much. The really weird thing is if I remember correctly, it was broadcasted on Nickelodeon. I really remember watching it because I was supposed to be sewing this home economics project in 6th or 7th grade. And my mom ended up doing all of the project while I watched Threads. Haha. I got an A on it, and then I got to watch a killer movie too. Thankfully, Shark Attacks, we were writing back and forth about Shark Attacks. Thankfully, shark attacks are rare, but I figure the ocean isn't big enough for a shark and me at the same time. When I was a kid, I was totally paralyzed by my fear of sharks. Every year we'd go to Nag's Head, North Carolina for vacation. It was a 13-hour drive. By the time we got there, I couldn't wait until I got into the water. I figured if I'm going to be stuck in the car for 13 hours going to the beach, you bet your ass I'm going in the water. The rest of the year, I thought to myself, was I nuts? I saw a couple of years ago videos from helicopters flying over the Outer Banks of North Carolina showing sharks swimming really close to shores. Yikes. I better get moving. Thanks again for the great comics, the hunt, and also for I have never minded the loneliness. Honestly, man, that turned out to be very special for me. Thanks, brother. I hope all is well out your way. Take care. P.S. Check out this recent picture of me from a couple of months ago. I am starting to look the part of a hermit. I'm going for the Emmett from Roadhouse look. Your friend Keith. And I'll show you the picture. Where is it? Oh, it's gone. I already lost it. So, yeah, I have never minded the loneliness was written by Timothy Renner, who also he lives in Pennsylvania too, and he has a podcast called The Strange Familiars. And yeah, I listened to his stories about hermits, and it just seems so interesting. I also sent one to my friend Gary. So Gary, who's also a little hermit like me. I think I'm a little hermit. And Keith. So I was gonna address some of this stuff. Yeah, he sent me all this great music. So anyway, I guess that's it. But yeah, I got this letter today. Like I said, I'm already working on a return letter. Tomorrow, my friend Chris Nace is coming in from Missouri. We're gonna hang out. We're gonna try to find some. There's a record store here called Batcave Vinyl, which I've never heard of before. So maybe we'll find that. Maybe I'll take some zines and some tapes and see if they'll take them. But I'll put all the info, like food. He does have an email, but Keith, he only does snail mail. So yeah, just comment, write me a letter, I'll read it, and we'll go out with some Mormon mincers.